The process that I went through really started more than a year ago after the death of Ashley Aldridge. I contacted her family, and the series kind of started from there. At that time, there had not been a federal indictment handed down, and there still hasn't been one. So we were waiting for charges to be filed in federal court. And while we were waiting for that, I began looking more into the issue of missing and murdered Indigenous women and learned a little bit more about that movement. And that led me to the other families that are featured in the series. I faced a lot of hurdles just trying to get basic information about the cases from authorities. And then also we're in the midst of a pandemic, so that also posed some challenges trying to connect with the families. And it's also really difficult for these families to talk about the deaths of their loved ones. So it was just, going back to them and trying to get a little bit more information when I needed to fill in gaps, and that was quite a process. It was very difficult sitting with the stories day after day. Obviously, I've never met any of these women in real life, but I felt like I knew them through the stories that their families told me about them. And it was difficult thinking about how their lives ended. What I hope people take away from this series is a better understanding of not only the challenges that Native American women are facing, but Native Americans in general. And I also hope that the series furthers the discussion about what can be done to curb the violence that is occurring.